So this is the RingCentral Meetings application, and we are on a live call here where I am actually utilizing the recording feature here. And let me actually change to annotate so I can have a spotlight. All right. So once you're on a live RingCentral meeting, this is going to be the client and the options that you'll have while you're on here. So you'll be able to utilize things like our screen share functionality like I'm doing right now. So if I click on that screen share option, you'll see a few different options here for me. So I can pick and choose the desktop that I'm sharing with my meeting attendees. We have a whiteboard functionality where two people can collaborate that way. I can go ahead and cast my mobile device either via AirPlay or from a cable plugged into my PC itself. I can also pinpoint specific applications that I have up and running on my computer. Close that out. When you're dialing into a RingCentral meeting, you will have a few different options. So if I pop this open for you guys, you'll see here I can either call into the meeting myself, I can utilize my computer audio. I also have the option for the system to call me, and I can preset the number that the system calls me at as well. Here I'm already connected to the audio, so I have the option to hang up the call and dial in from a different option if I needed to later down the line. You'll also have full HD video functionality. Here you can see I don't have the video turned on right now. So at any time I can come over and start the video and you guys will see me here now. Again, full HD video quality. And I can go ahead and stop that video as well. Once you're on an active call, you can invite other people to a call if you needed to. You have a few different options here. So attendees can dial in from a room system as long as it's H323 or SIP compatible. They can go ahead and dial in that way. You can send an email invite from the meeting itself utilizing these email clients or just copy the URL or the entire invitation from the meeting itself, pop that into an email and send that along. You can also go ahead and invite them and have the system call them so that they're invited from the phone. I can come over to my participant list, pop that out, and see who's exactly on my call. And you can see here when I hover over these names, because I am the host, I can do things like mute somebody. I can rename myself if I wanted to as well. And over here, I have the option to unmute Matt if I needed to. And I also have a more option here, so I can either chat with him directly from this menu. I can make him the host, make him a co-host, allow him to record the call or put him on hold, or even kick him out of the meeting if I needed to do something like that. You'll also see while I'm looking at the participants that I can see that, I do not have my video portion turned on, and I can see that Matt is muted and he does not have his video portion turned on as well. Once either of those changed, the system will show you that once they have changed their status there. While you're on a call, you will have a few different options over here in the bottom prompts here. So as the host, I could ask questions and anybody that's attending my meeting can answer yes or no to a question. They can tell me to go slower or go faster if they needed to. They also have the ability to do things like thumbs up or thumbs down, a question or a conversation, clap, things like that. You also have a more option down here where, again, I can do things like mute everybody on the meeting itself, lock the meeting, things like that. Just going back to the chat functionality, you do have this button down here. I can pop this open which will bring up a external chat box here for me. And you'll see I can chat everybody within the meeting. I can also drop this menu down and chat Matt directly, and nobody will see that. It'll just be a private conversation between Matt and I. And I do want to note, while you're on a RingCentral meeting, if you're having a meeting with somebody external to the company, they do not need to have the actual client locally downloaded on their computer. They can just join via web browser if they wanted to, and the browsers that are supported, Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, Firefox, pretty much all of the main uh, web browsers that are out there. So just speaking to the additional options that you have here, again, I can go ahead and pause my screen share if I needed to. I can annotate by using this button up here, which will pop out an external menu where I can pick and choose if I want to utilize text. I can draw, and if I click on that draw option, I have a few different options to change my cursor if I needed to, make an X, things like that. I can utilize the spotlight functionality to draw people's attention to a specific place on the screen, or the arrow again to say, here, look here. Again, I can even erase options as well, or clear all my drawings. And you can undo and redo things as well. And say you made annotations to a screen or a screen share that you would like to save, go ahead and save that, and then that'll locally save to your computer. The last option we have here is the remote control option. So if you're doing a screen share with somebody on the IT staff, this you could utilize this option to go ahead and give keyboard and mouse control to somebody specifically, or just accept their request if they asked for remote control of your system. And then our more option, again, I can just do things like disable attendee annotation, or go ahead and utilize the full screen share of my monitor so that the meeting takes up the entire monitor.